I'll text you.
What's up, Parker? Hi, how are you guys? Ran all weird. Man. Whatever. You're the president.
Hey, hey.
I don't live 5 minutes away. Mic won't turn off.
Is that one?
No. Don't unplug.
World is right. Save the day.
I'm getting on you.
Oh, it's on the way, you gonna show it now.
I thought you did.
I had hope. I had hope.
See you, my friend. See you. Be careful what you say. Got a hot mic.
It's hot.
I was doing research and working on my sermon. I was like, oh, I gotta go. Yeah, yours is hot wired.
For the record, I'm triple digits.
For once.
I could have added a new charger on my desk.
Oh, wow. I'm at 2%. At what? Huh?
I'm at 12.
Oh, wow.
But see, I don't vote.
I
forget to charge mine up.
I used to have charters up here.
Yeah, I brought this one home.
There's one down there, Francisco.
Oh, yeah, there is.
There's one down there.
Okay.
There's actually two.
All right. I'll put them.
You got it?
Dealing with finals and everything. I forgot to charge mine.
Well, good evening and welcome to the City of Douglasville Planning Commission's meeting. Happy Cinco de Mayo. So when you're done here, you know what's for dinner, right? I am Francisco Artley, the chairman of the Planning Commission. The other members of the Planning Commission are Keith Burnett, the vice chair, Natalie Fegan, Nathan Zachary, Ralph Benton, and Mark Van. The staff members are Miranda Jordan, staff attorney, Dana Gray, Community Development Director, Chelsea Tubbs, Planning and Zoning Administrator, and Camille Brown, Planner 1. There are a few protocol items I need to make you aware of before we start the meeting. Please listen closely on how tonight's meeting will be conducted. Keep your comments and presentation on a professional level, dealing with the facts that are important for this commission to make its decision. We will not accept comments that are considered by the chair to be a personal attack on any individual or group of individuals. You'll receive a warning from the chair if you deviate from this. A second deviation will result in request for you to leave the meeting and the premises for the evening. Refrain from any applause or comments from the audience. Only one person will be talking at a time, and all comments will be made at the podium after the speaker has been recognized by the chair. Please direct all comments to the chair and the commission, not to the audience or the staff. Please do not applaud or react to the speakers. Speak from the audience, cheer, carry on a conversation with others in the audience, or disrupt the order of this meeting in any way. Be aware these hearings are not a debate or an opportunity to ask questions which must be answered by any individual tonight, but are merely an opportunity to present information to the commission. Other than the applicant, no person may speak more than once. The applicant may reserve part of their speaking time as a rebuttal and may speak next and last and may use the entire 20 minutes allotted for the pro side of the application. Other than the applicant, no person may speak longer than 5 minutes. If you have a cell phone or any other electronic device, I ask that you either power them down or put them in silent mode. If anyone wishes to speak tonight, please fill out a form available on the table up front and hand it to the staff before approaching the podium. After the case is called, we will hear next from the staff regarding any relevant information to this case. The commission members will be free to ask questions at any time before we vote on a project. Following the applicant, anyone who wishes to speak for or against the project or just ask questions will have an opportunity to do so. The city ordinance restricts each side to a maximum of 20 minutes, or time may be waived at the discretion of the presiding official. If questions are raised, we may ask the applicant to speak again. After we call for a motion and a second and have any necessary discussion regarding the item, then we will vote to recommend approval or denial of the application. This commission is only a recommending body. The items will be heard by the mayor and council whether we recommend approval or recommend denial. All items will be heard by the city's mayor and council at their legislative meeting on Thursday, May 14th, and then voted upon by them at their meeting on the following Monday, May 18th. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from April 7th. Is there any need for discussion on them? Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from April 7th.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? All right, the motion passes and the minutes from April 7th are approved. Is there any old business? Okay. So, the first item is 26-156. Hold a public hearing and consider a request for a change in zoning from CBD, Central Business District, to PSP, Public Semi-Public District, for plus or minus .07 acres located on 6709 Church Street in Land Lot 16, District 1, Section 5, parcel ID 0016015C013. Application by the City of Douglasville. Staff will now present the item.
Good evening, Chairman Artley. My name is Chelsea Jackson, 6758 Spring Street, Deputy City Manager for the City of Douglasville. As you know, or as you stated, Chairman, this is a request to change the zoning from CBD to PSP. So currently, basically, right behind you, across the street, the city owns 6 parcels. 3 of those parcels the city has owned for decades, and then the city recently purchased 3 parcels, those 6709, 6713, and 6717 within the last 6 months we purchased in order to construct a new City Hall building. The new City Hall building will be about 40,000 square feet. It's for operational consolidation as well as infrastructure deficiencies that are in the current City Hall. If you all know, 3 of those parcels are buildings that are located on Church Street. They were built in 1900. So just to help with the infrastructure deficiencies in those spaces, as well as to have a dedicated civic space in the downtown area as well.
All right. Are there any questions from the board members?
I think I heard you say it, but I was going to ask who owns those now. You said the city just purchased?
The city owns all 3 parcels now. Yes, sir.
Are there still tenants in there that, I know it used to be some businesses in there, they're not?
There are no
Okay.
tenants.
Okay.
All right. All right, thank you. Is there anyone who would like to speak in favor of the project, ask questions, or make other comments? Please come forward and tell us your name and address. Is there anyone who would like to speak other than in favor of this project? Please come forward and tell us your name and address. All right, is there any need for further discussion?
I just have one more question.
Okay.
The change to PSP, is that just a formality, or does it have to be, since it's going to be, I guess, city, functions there?
It's a formality, and because it's city functions, governmental buildings or anything, those alike will need to be on PSP, public semi-public, which is also your city's zoning designation for governmental entities, and it will be combined at a later time. So they all need to be the same zoning designation for consolidation reasons. Thank you.
All right. Do I have a motion regarding this application?
I make a motion to approve item 26- oh, wait, what number is this one? Oh, yeah, 26-156.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion passes, and the application is recommended for approval and will be heard by the mayor and city council at their legislative meeting on Thursday, May 14th, and then voted upon by them at their meeting on the following Monday, May 18th. The second case is item 26-158. Hold a public hearing and consider a request for change in zoning from CBD Central Business District to PSP Public Semi-Public District for plus or minus .04 acres located on 6713 Church Street in Land Lot 16, District 1, Section 5, Parcel ID 00160115C012, application by the City of Douglasville. Staff will now present the item.
Thank you, Chairman Artley. Chelsea Jackson, 6758 Spring Street. As stated with the previous item, this is a request to change the zoning from Central Business District, CBD, to PSP, Public Semi-Public District. The city currently owns 6 parcels, with 3 already being zoned PSP and the other 3 being zoned CBD. So we're requesting to change those so they can be the same, as well as the Planning and Zoning Administrator, Ms. Tubbs, stated, is formality as well in order for us to be able to combine all of those parcels.
All right. Are there any questions from the board members?
Yep. When does this project start?
The project has already commenced in the 3 parcels that are already zoned PSP.
Okay. Any others? All right, thank you. Is there anyone who'd like to speak in favor of this project, ask questions, or make other comments? Please come forward and tell us your name and address. Is there anyone who would like to speak other than in favor of this project? Please come forward and tell us your name and address. Is there any need for further discussion? All right. Do I have a motion regarding this application?
Item number 26158, I make a motion to approve.
All right. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion passes and the application is recommended for approval and will be heard by the mayor and city council at their legislative meeting on Thursday, May 14th, and then voted upon by them at their meeting on the following Monday, May 18th. The third case is item 26-159, hold a public hearing and consider a request for change in zoning from CBD Central Business District to PSP Public Semi-Public District, 4 plus or minus .03 acres located on 6717 Church Street in Land Lot 16, District 1, Section 5, parcel ID 0016015C016. Application by the City of Douglasville. Staff will now present the item.
Thank you again, Chairman Artley. Chelsea Jackson, 6758 Spring Street. This is the last request to change the zoning for this parcel from CBD, Central Business District, to PSP, Public Semi-Public District. This is the last of the 6 parcels that we are requesting, or last of the 3 parcels that we are requesting to change. As stated earlier, this is formality in order to combine the parcels, all the parcels from CBD to PSP. This project, it will commence, or has already commenced, and is scheduled to be done January 2028 to construct a new city hall for the city of Douglasville.
All right. Are there any questions from the board? All right. Is there anyone who would like to speak in favor of this project, ask questions, or make other comments? Please come forward and state your name and address. Is there anyone who would like to speak other than in favor of this project? Please come forward and tell us your name and address. All right. Is there any need for further discussion? Do I have a motion regarding this application?
This is item 26-159, I make a motion to approve.
All right. Is there a second? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion passes and the application is recommended for approval and will be heard by the city's mayor and council at their legislative meeting on Thursday, May 14th, and then voted upon by them at their meeting on the following Monday, May 18th. All right. The fourth case is item 26-154. Hold a public hearing and consider a request for a special land use permit for fabricated metal products manufacturing for property zone LI, Light Industrial District, 4 plus or minus 4.3 acres located on Van Zant in Land Lot 903, District 18, Section 2, parcel ID 090318200002, and a portion of parcel ID 090318200006. Application by Sheehan Metal Products. Staff will now present the item.
Good evening, Planning Commissioners. Chelsea Tubbs, 6758 Spring Street, Planning and Zoning Administrator. The proposed application is to allow for fabricated metal products at the facility on Van Sant Road and 4170 Van Sant Road. The applicant is manufacturing lightweight gutter materials and roof drainage systems. The code requires that an active special land use permit be granted for the proposed use on both properties. Both properties are zoned LI, light industrial. One parcel hosts the manufacturing building, while the other parcel holds some additional parking and vacant land. Operating hours are from Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., and they do not operate on weekends or in evenings. All parking is, again, located on sites, on both sites, so there is no street parking. The applicant only expects 15 to 20 visitors per day and about 2 to 3 delivery trucks per week. So to comply with the current code standards, the applicant is seeking approval of their special land use permit.
All right. Are there any questions from the board? Now, is this piece next to where they wanted to put the storage facility?
That's correct. So a portion of that parcel that is in between the both of them, a portion of it was allocated to the storage facility, and the remaining portion belongs to the applicant.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Why do they need a special land use permit?
So there is not a current special land use permit on file for this property at any point or any time. We did go back and look in the code to see when the business was established, to see if it required a special land use permit, and it did. So I don't know where the gap was, but there was no active special land use permit on file. So we're just trying to have the applicant comply, and the applicant understands that he needs the special land use permit to further comply.
So we're doing cleanup.
Basically
Is it-
housekeeping.
They're already doing what they're
Yes,
doing? Yeah,
right.
yeah, okay.
Basically housekeeping.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Will the applicant come forward and state their name and address for the record? Tell us what you intend to do on this property.
Thank you. Good evening. Daniel Sheehan, 4534 Millwater Crossing, Douglasville, Georgia, 30135. It seems you're familiar with the property. Across the street is a vacant warehouse. It formerly housed a haunted house and a tow vehicle yard. We're looking to legitimize what we have. It's a light industrial manufacturing facility. Formerly, it was a skating rink in the olden days, and after that was occupied by a concrete forming company that we purchased the property from some years ago. And so we are looking to just make sure we're compliant. As you said, it's about housekeeping and cleanup. And for what it's worth, Chairman Utley, I know you travel this road regularly. From your comments on the March 3rd meeting, we are working on the landscaping. We're fielding some bids to have the building painted and freshened up. So we're wanting to make sure that we're doing our part to improve the property values, especially in consideration of the townhomes that they built across the street.
All right. All right. Are there any questions from the board?
I just have a quick question. So you're basically just doing the same thing you always do, right? Like you're not trying to do any new processes or build any new structures or anything like that?
That is correct. We have no immediate plans for property improvements outside of cosmetics. Eventually down the road, maybe we'd like to explore other options with the property, but we have no immediate plans for that. So another discussion for another day. Thank you.
Okay. Oh. All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is there anyone who would like to speak in favor of the project, ask questions, or make other comments? Please come forward and tell us your name and address. Is there anyone who would like to speak other than in favor of this project? Please come forward and tell us your name and address. Okay. Is there any need for further discussion? Do I have a motion regarding this application?
I make a motion to approve item 26-154.
Second.
Second. All right. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion passes and the application is recommended for approval and will be heard by the mayor and city council at their legislative meeting on Thursday, May 14th, and then voted upon by them at their meeting on the following Monday, May 18th. Thank you, sir. All right. The fifth case is item 26-155. Hold a public hearing and consider a request for for a special land use permit for a personal care home for property zoned R2, single-family residential detached district for plus or minus 1.16 acres located at 6339 Cornelia Drive in Land Lot 22, District 1, Section 5, parcel ID 0022015B007, application by Honor Seniors Personal Care Home. Staff will now present the item.
Good evening, Dana Gray, 6758 Spring Street. This is a request for a special land use permit for a family personal care home located at 6339 Cornelia Drive. It is at the corner of Cornelia Drive and Elmer Street. They presently have an existing house. They're allowed up to 6 residents, which is the max, and their age range for the residents will be 65 to 100 years old, and the applicant is present.
Okay. Are there any questions from the board? All right. Thank you, sir. Will the applicant come forward and state their name and address for the record and tell us what you intend to do on this project, on this property? Sorry.
Good evening. My name is Dalia Wa. I live in 633 Cornelia Drive. Personally, I'm a computer systems engineer. I work for McKesson and also work for United States Coast Guard. I'm the owner and operator of Honor Senior Personal Care Home, licensed by the state of Georgia. I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. I'm here to respectfully request approval to open my second personal care home within City of Douglasville, about Honor Senior Personal Care Home. It was founded with a simple mission: to provide safety, respectful, high-quality care for our elder residents in a home-like setting environment. At our current home, I already have one, so we maintain full compliance with the state of Georgia. We also prioritize resident safety, dignity, and well-being. We operate within the professional setting staff with licensed staff. We also maintain quiet residential setting that blend with smoothly within our community. Our goal is not just for care, but also provide a support for families who are in need of personal care home. The reason for expanding, the demand of the senior care in Douglasville has been growing, and families and also the state of Georgia has been reaching out to see if they can get a place for people who need this kind of care. So the way the costs were coming, I decided to open a second one. That is why I bought this second house, to come to the city and follow all the compliance and get approved to help our seniors who are in need of this care.
Okay.
With the community, since I already have one, we allow only 6 people in personal care home. It's not all families that would like to take their patient or their loved ones to assisted living, and also some of the residents don't even like the big facilities. They like a home settings. So we've always keep a safety, lovely, nice environment in my first location. I have no issue with my neighbors. We've been running this for the past 2 years. It's just like the demand started getting high, and I started putting people on waiting lists. So I decided to see how best I could help the state and the city and people who need this kind of care. That is all. Any questions for me, please?
Are there any questions from the board? Go ahead, Mr. Benton.
Yes, I have one question. You say you have another location. Is that here in, where is that
Douglasville.
located at?
It's 6094 Locklear Way in Douglasville. I live in Douglasville.
And that location is already being used as a care facility?
Yes, it's being used as care facility.
Okay.
What's that address again?
6094 Locklear Way.
Okay.
Was that the one that?
That's why I started.
I don't know. No.
All right.
Mr. Benton, anything else? Anything else? No. If I may. Sure. You said 6 residents, is that with?
Yeah.
Is that total, or how many people will be cared for and how many people will be?
Its total will be 6. That's the requirement for the state. With the home care setting, the state only require only 6 people max to be in the room, to be in the house.
And how many bedrooms does the house have?
Right now, that house, right now I have 5 bedrooms, but some of them are going to be shared rooms. Some people to be like, they want their private room, so I'm going to blend it together.
And how many square feet?
This is 2,000, oh, that's a good question. Let me pull it up quick for you.
Was it on there?
I already put the information, but it's 2,762 square feet.
And 2 more questions. Is this, I assume this is not a ranch?
No,
It's 2-story?
no, it's just 1-story building,
One story.
only 1 story.
It is a ranch.
Okay.
Okay. Did you have another question?
No.
All right. Does anybody else have a question?
Not for him.
All right. Thank you, sir. Mr. Gray?
The other house is actually in the county.
It's in the county?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, one last question. Do you plan to build or add additional structures on the property?
No.
Okay.
Because as I said, the maximum patient that I can have is 6 only.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone who would like to speak in favor of this project, ask questions, or make other comments? Please come forward and state your name and address. All right. Is there anyone who would like to speak other than in favor of this project? Please come forward and tell us your name and address.
My name is Andrian Hubbard. I live at 6268 Cornelia Drive, which is 2 doors down from this gentleman. Okay, I'm not sure if I understand the procedure. Do I get to ask questions, or do I just get to make a statement? Which one is it?
Just your statement.
Well, I understand what he just said, so I mean, I don't have an issue with what he's saying, but I moved into that house 7 years ago, and I moved into that house because of the neighborhood. It was people who knew people. It was not what to me is what he's running, which is wonderful, but it's still a business. And I live in a residential community, not a business district. I understand what he's saying. I empathize with him, but I just have a concern when you open up a business in the neighborhood that I bought a home, that I wanted to be a home in a community where I knew my neighbors, not strangers coming in and out every other week or however often these people, because my understanding is not a home where people living in, it's just a home where people just going to be staying temporarily until, I don't know, whatever issues they have go away. And so that's my concern. I do feel for him, and I admire what he's doing. I just wish he would do it someplace other than my neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there anyone else who would like to speak other than in favor of this project?
Roy Johnson, 8820 Campbellton Street. I'm 2 doors down from this house. Just want to echo what she just said. We want to keep this as a residential neighborhood. We don't want any commercial businesses. There's enough traffic on Campbellton Street as it is, and we just want to keep everything kind of quiet and residential area. So,
Do you have a question? Is there a homeowners association in the neighborhood?
no. No. Thank you.
All right.
My name is Barry Hayward. I live at 8847 Elm Street. This is my second time on these committees. I always like to say I like my neighborhood, and I would like to keep it as such. I understand what he's trying to do. I work in the healthcare profession, but that is not the place where it should be. It's a nice subdivision. Right now, the grass has not been cut in that at that house address that he's speaking about. And if that's any indication of what the upkeep would look like for that home, that's not what we would like for our neighborhood. We like our neighborhood. We like our business, our homes to stay as it is and not a business, and not people coming in and out, in and out, in and out. To me, that's just a glorified rental property at that point. But I do understand what he's trying to do, but it would be nice if he took that another place.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It may be a little hard. I have a very bad cold right now. I hope all too well. I empathize with the gentleman. My name is Gwen Noyles, and I live at 8873 Van Sant Street. I'm about a block away, and I empathize with what he's trying to do. I agree with it, but as the saying goes, we don't want it in our neighborhood. As my other neighbors have said, this is a residential neighborhood. It is very quiet. Everybody knows everybody. And we want to keep it that way. We don't want to interject businesses in a residential neighborhood. I think he's doing a good thing, but just in the wrong place. And we would definitely not want a business in our neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak other than in favor of this project?
Hi, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Ejapon, and I live at 7019 Morningside Court. And the applicant is actually my brother. And we had the first location for about 2 years now. And they can testify to it. Nobody has actually complained. And we running this to just help the community. And therefore, the people, the outdoor that we bring to our residents, most of them can't even work. Like they bed inbounds. Like pretty much we have staff 24/7 taking care of them. So it's like you're not pretty much going to see anybody working outside. They pretty much indoor. We have doctors, like mobile doctors that actually come in to take care of them. So our first location, I can tell you, even the neighbors don't even know that we're running business there because that's how quiet that is. So I want, what I would say is please look into it. I understand, I really sympathize with them. I understand where they're coming from, but what we're doing is not gonna impact anything in the neighborhood. It's not gonna, cause traffic or any sort, because we're not running facility. This is a personal home care. That's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
I have a question for staff. So I think I'm an early educator, and I know that the state allows people to have family child care centers in their home, and it's regulated by the state. So this would be like the same thing, but for elders?
Yes.
Okay.
They need a special land use permit as well. They also need a special.
Yeah, they need it too, but it's the same concept, but for.
Yeah. Thank you. Is there any need for further discussion or any other questions? Oh, yes, sir.
Nice to meet you all today, neighbors. I thank you for coming, and I thank you for addressing your concerns. I understand how you
Sir,
all feel.
can you address us, please?
Yeah. Okay. I understand how you all feel, but one thing I want to tell you is I have a house in a subdivision HOA that, when I bought, the idea was not even to start this business. I was looking into things, I work from home, so whilst looking into things, I came across like, oh, I can use this to help people. And actually, my main goal was to become a registered nurse, but sometimes in life, it's not what you think that, you get. So I became computer engineer. So thinking about what I would use the house to do, I started, this personal care home in my subdivision under HOA. Trust me, there has not been one single complaint against me. Why? These are elderly people who does not move, who can't even walk. If they are mostly independent, they will stay in their home. If they're able to drive, they will stay in their home. But these are people who life has got to that point for them to, need a place to stay. That is why I opened that one, and currently I'm full right now. I can give you some of the state social workers I work with. This community social workers I work with, they've been calling me, we need people, we need a place for this person. I said, no. So I just decided, okay, why don't I open a second location for these people to get help? And this is something I'm using to serve the community. It's not about money or any big business. The big business are the big facilities that can cause an impact to community. This cannot cause no impact or nothing bad to the community. As I'm talking right now, the state owes me a bunch of money, and I can provide a proof of that. It's just providing the care of people who need help. These are our senior citizens who have lived in this city that now they can, for some reason, they can't take care of themselves, that they need this. So to my neighbors, I'm sorry. I understand how you feel. I'll feel the same, but one thing is I'm saying sorry to you, and I'm also asking for your favor to let me run this. And I promise you, if moving forward or if the business is going on, if you guys have any question or have any doubt or concern or anything that you think is affecting your lifestyle, affecting your family, please come to me or report it to the city. And, the city can call me to also explain, because right now I just bought a house purposely for that. And without this, I already have house. I don't know how I'm going to, do with it. So my neighbors, please give me this opportunity. I understand how you feel. I'm putting my life on the line. In case anything happens against you or something bad, please hold me accountable in the community. Thank you.
All right. Are there any other questions?
I have a comment.
Okay.
So everyone who spoke here tonight are my neighbors. I live on the corner, and, there's nothing I want more than to help the elderly in our community. And I think that what you're doing and your brother are doing is good stuff, man. We need more of it. But that being said, my neighbors and I feel the same way, is that, man, I would even love to invest in your business. I just don't want to invest in it in my neighborhood. Because, there's a right place and a right time for everything. And, we've heard lots of people talk about it. We've even heard other cases in other neighborhoods that those neighbors felt the same way. And so, my concern is that, man, boy, do I want to help seniors, but there's a right place for it. And my opinion and my neighbor's opinion are that this is just not the right place for it.
All right. How compliant is the place already for seniors, or what's going to have to be done to the house for those that may need, access or handicap accessibility or?
I mean, a family just moved out,
I can
so.
help with answer for that.
I don't understand.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's very similar to a family childcare center. We haven't had any of those come before us, but as I hear you say, they have to, but the state regulates that.
Right,
So, and they can have 6 children.
right.
So it's the type of business that belongs in a residence.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right,
There's an education gap here.
all right, all right. Thank you, sir. Is there any need for further discussion? Do I have a motion regarding this application?
I make a motion to approve. Let's see. Item 26-160. Well, which one is it? Sorry.
This one right here.
Oh, 155, sorry.
Okay. Is there a second?
A second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed?
Nay.
All right. The motion does not pass, and the application is recommended for denial. It will be heard by the mayor and the city council at their legislative meeting on Thursday, May 14th, and then voted upon by them at their meeting on the following Monday, May 18th. Thank you, sir. You can speak to Mr. Gray. So the sixth case is item 26-160. Hold a public hearing and consider a proposed amendment for section 3.07 of the Unified Development Ordinance to amend the proposed language describing the purpose and intent of the PRD, Planned Residential Development Zoning District application by the City of Douglasville. Staff will now present the item.
Good evening once again. We are requesting to amend section 307A to add townhomes within the purpose statement for PRD, Planned Residential Development. The purpose statement lists high-density apartment dwellings as the sole type of housing in the lot development standards. The purpose reads, the PRD district is established to protect and promote a suitable environment for family life and to encourage flexibility in meeting the needs of families by attached density apartment dwellings in accordance with the land use plan for the city with a development site of at least 2 acres. So with that high-density apartment dwelling, we would like to add townhomes. So it's basically a cleanup, because in another section of the code, it does say townhomes are allowed. So it's basically housekeeping once again.
Are there any questions from the board?
I had one question. I did see that, read that, but are single-family homes allowed in that particular?
It's just apartments and townhomes.
Okay. I'm just trying to confirm it. Because it kind of says multifamily developments in one section. It's a little, kind of threw me off a little bit. That's why I had asked that question. I got it.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Thank you, sir. Is there anyone who would like to speak in favor of this project, ask questions, or make other comments? Please come forward and tell us your name and address. Is there anyone who would like to speak other than in favor of this project? Please come forward and tell us your name and address. Is there any need for further discussion? Do I have a motion regarding this application?
Can I add, please? I misspoke. Single-family dwelling is allowed.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I make a motion to pass item 26-160.
Second.
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion passes and the application is recommended for approval and will be heard by the mayor and city council at their legislative meeting on Thursday, May 14th, and then voted upon them on their meeting on May 18th. All right. Are there any staff reports?
Yes, just one brief one, again, for resumes, for you all who are intending on being reappointed. And I will speak with you all after the meeting for those whose reappointments are, not reappointments, whose terms are coming to an end, and to see if you all want to be reappointed. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay. All right. If there is no other business, I motion that we adjourn.
Good afternoon. My name is Albert Bryant. I live at 6558 Church Street, Douglasville, Georgia, 30134. This is my first zoning and planning, so I'm really not certain how this process works, but I do have a question. Is that okay if I ask it? Okay, so how would I learn what the city of Douglasville's plans are for Church Street? Future plans, yes.
I would talk to Mr. Gray.
Mr. Okay, okay.
But I think it's on the City of Douglasville website.
Yeah, I think
It is on the city.
Yeah, all the future plans are there in great detail.
Well, the website is not, it doesn't help.
Okay.
Sir, so we'll get with you. If you can come to us
Okay.
after, we'll just give you our emails and the emails of the teams and the
Sounds
people
good.
you need to speak with.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for coming, and I know you've got tacos on your mind, since it's also Taco Tuesday. So, have a good evening. Hey, it doesn't happen again until like 2037.
Really?
Cinco de Mayo.